Hey guys, this is Wani, and I'll be the first speaker to going over what we have done in our Natalie business project. I'll be going over the overall as well as initial design of our project. So we have went through many phases during pre-planning as well as preparation. We have done a rough draft that could be seen in test one and test two. We have done ER diagram and also a database structural design. And for the second phase, we had brainstormed. We have checked out what language we want to use. We checked out Python, we checked out Java, and we checked out Kotlin. Kotlin is a Java-based language. It's extremely similar, as well as you can run Java code in Kotlin projects. And then we had prototyping. We have done all the layers, including controllers, DAO, models, you name it, right? And eventually, we had final retouch. We had final touch and also refinement, and to complete some extra credit functionality as well. So first of all, what is Natalie business? It is the goal of um, to make it simple, to make it easy for small and medium-sized business to buy and sell in bulk. The platform joins buyer with sellers, make it easy and safe to do business as things like a list of products, the ability to handle orders, and a help desk to help users. The goal is to speed up the whole buying process from looking at goods to placing orders to helping customers after the sale. This project is both a way to learn and a model for a full-fledged platform that could be built upon in the future. We had initial designs for different website of the project. We have the landing page. Right now is the initial structural design, and we have a simple, somewhat UI design for the different pages: seller, buyer, product page, detail page, everything. And we had plenty. We had some iteration over the ER diagrams, so we can have a better idea of what the good 3NF database design would look like. We also delivered it and also have it documented in phase one as well as phase two. We went through normalization. We have went through the traditional database design from 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, as well as normalization.
Hi everyone, I will talk about the part two here right now. So at the beginning, so our main text aim was to load all the CSV files into the database. We wrote a calling setter here, uh, in calling setter here to do that, and it worked. It worked pretty well, but we had to be carefully with the order because of the foreigner key constraints. And next, we built the login system using the Spring security. We didn't store pin text password instantly. We use Spring's password encoding to hash them uh, before saving. Then we made sure users were redirected to the correct pages based on their roles, buyer, seller, or help desk. It took us a bit to figure this out, especially the routing and password setup, but we got it to work and passed the progress review. We also used the Discord to plan things and ask each other for help. Everyone shares their updates and screenshots, and that helped a lot. And learning calling and Spring wasn't easy at first, but once we got used to it, it gave us a solid base to build the rest of the system. We mostly learned it by checking online and help each other during the group meeting. That's all for part two. Thank you.
Let me introduce the features we have implemented and how we implemented them. Here's a brief list of the features we have, and here's project structure, and we have a detailed list of features in the README file, and we're using ORM framework that specifies a relationship between the objects to create data model like this. See here, we have a buyer, product, and seller, and then we can directly get the ER diagram from the relationships and also the schema design. They are automatically generated. And with the MVC framework, we have a repository layer which deals with the database and service layer which deals with the business logic and control layer that handles routing. And finally, the view layer we have is basically HTML files. And we have dependency injection and inverter control provided by Spring Boot to make us able to design such a decoupled and robust application. And then let me talk about a possible improvement. The first, where we improved the most, Miss Marcel core was the toggle of the copy snippets, reflection into the DTO mapper, service layers, and learning on the Spring data items was our biggest productivity jump. Box multi once we added expedited validations and SQL logging. And where we fell short, honestly, we run out of the time and we are still getting comfortable with the front end stuff. So we had to learn a few extra feature out. They definitely matter in the real product, but we made a conscious call to focus on getting the main flows through first. And then there's the key takeaway. Most analyzed of code, the project honors our judgment, constantly ask what minimal things yields maximum learning and demo value. This mindset fluency in the modern sprinting state are our real deliverable. And thanks for watching.